Purim Sameach, Happy Purim, Afreilchan Purim to everybody all around the world who celebrates Purim tonight, and Happy Erev Purim for everybody who would celebrate Purim tomorrow night in Yerushalayim, which is celebrating Purim one day after the rest of the world. One of the mitzvot that we are obligated to do on Purim Day is matanot la'evyonim, is giving charity to 2 portions of charity to 2 needy people, 2 poor people who need it. Then comes the question, there is a custom that says that everybody who asks for money this day, everybody who begs would get something. So on a regular day, if somebody asks for charity, you would go out, you would check, is he eligible for money? Is there a good reason to give to? Is this a good goal that you would like to give to? On Purim, nobody checks. If somebody knocks on my door and begs for money, I would just give him something. Well, I could check. I could ask, what are you collecting for? And then I could decide I would like to give him more. But everybody would get something. Now comes the question, could everybody go out and beg for money? Say I want to buy a Mercedes. Well, if I want to buy a Mercedes, I guess I wouldn't collect the whole money, sum in one day of Purim, but you get my idea. So I want to buy something expensive, not something that I really need, but something beyond the everyday needs. Can I go out on Purim or every other day and beg for that money, but especially on Purim when everybody gives you something? The Torah on last week's Parashat VaYikra, is teaching us a very important lesson. There is a special korban, sacrifice, that one should bring for his sins that depends on someone's income. When the sinner has to bring this sacrifice, he has to bring it according to his economic situation. So if it's normal, or if he's rich, he should bring a lamb. But the Torah says if he doesn't have the money for a lamb, then he should bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young doves. And then if someone is so poor, he cannot even bring turtle doves or young doves, then he should bring only fine flour, and that would be his sacrifice. And then the Torah goes and teaches us something beyond. If someone is so poor that according to his situation, he would be obligated to bring a fine flour, if he would go out, reach for money, would beg for money, would ask for charity, and would manage to get out all this money, to get for himself all this money, and to arrange a lamb to buy, then his sacrifice would not be accepted in the Beit HaMikdash, in the Mishkan. Because once you are that poor that you need to beg for money, even for your fine flour, you can't go out and ask for more than that. One, teaches us the Torah, cannot throw himself on the community just because he wants to feel more distinguished by bringing a better, more expensive sacrifice. He has to bring the sacrifice according to his abilities. Not to mention that sometimes he would have to beg for money even for this little amount of fine flour. But even if he has this fine flour but nothing more, he can't ask for money for bringing this sacrifice, this more expensive sacrifice. So the answer for Purim is the same. No, one cannot go out and ask for charity for something that he doesn't really need, for luxuries. You can only do that for something you really need to go on with your life. This is what usually people would go out and collect money for. But one should know, matanot la'evyonim is only if you are really evyon, a poor man. Happy Purim, everybody. May all of your prayers would be accepted today.